Welcome, everyone, to Virginia Tech. And if we're here, you know it's time for Enter Sandman. This is anything but a run-of-the-mill early season matchup, a clash of top 10 teams as these two will get their oil checked early. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the LSU Tigers, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Virginia Tech Hokies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis. David Pollock and Jesse Palmer will join me shortly. For now, let's enjoy Enter Sandman. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Might be changing the route. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the wideout. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down. If the Hokies can keep this up in the passing game, that'll make them touch that Hokie stone with a little more enthusiasm.
Yeah, it'll get them jacked up. It'll get them excited. A lot of times with Virginia Tech, man, we've seen it. It's the defense. It's the special teams. But when they can get that QB throwing the ball down the field and create some balance, it's when they have their best teams.
Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's first down from the 44. Here's the handoff. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Yeah, and you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route. Understand the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
And the Hokies have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his tight end. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit to the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
The Hokies kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. The pull and throw off the RPO. Touchdown, Virginia Tech! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early. We're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season. You're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams. We get to find out really quickly who's legit.
These fans touching the figurative hokey stone, doing their part to help out on third down. Back to throw, it's Pacheco. Unloads to the wideout. Snagged in the middle, it's Rooks. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Going to the running game. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And how about that defense? In the backfield, nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for a loss.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Fires and picked off. He'll try to take it back at the 20. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Power football with the run. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Hokie!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air. It's Pacheco. Snagged out of the air. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. I got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Unloads it left. Incomplete. He had it right in his hands for the pick, and I believe he might have been thinking about those big plays he's known for. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Gonna swing it on second down. Going deep. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Looked to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
On third down, he drops to throw. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
LSU moving quickly, going to work again on first down. Looking for a man. It's Pacheco. Got his man downfield. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
This is good news for the offense here because they've got their Heisman caliber receiver in a bit of a groove. Back-to-back catches. The defense has no answer for him. I would keep force-feeding him the football because he's catching fire right now.
The give to the back. Worked it down to the 22-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry.
Really nice first down run. And you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles. He can run outside. He can catch the football. He can block. This guy can do it all.
Halfway there on first down. It's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Trying to take it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Quarterback making checks. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. Guess even a Heisman Trophy contender can have a miscue. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Dropping back, it's Pacheco. Unloads to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. And yet another Bayou Bengal baller on the outside who can just go get it.
And if I'm a quarterback, man, I love throwing to these guys. It doesn't have to be perfect. I don't have to fit it in the box. I know my receiver out wide will make plays. LSU has had guy after guy after guy that you can name that can do that, and they might just have another.
We've reached the end of the quarter, and Virginia Tech is on top. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Handoff to the single running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Just think such a big part of this offense is being physical and establishing the run game. They haven't had a lot of success offensively early in this one, and that's why right there, they're not able to get this guy going yet. That's got to change as this game goes on.
The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Finds his big tight end. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You could flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
The play action fake. He unleashes a long one. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page on that last play. Timing has got to be so critical, especially when you're throwing the perimeter of the field, that you just didn't have it there.
Sandman entered earlier, and now they're trying to make it go night-night on this 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Pacheco. Bringing the heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
Makes the grab plenty for the 1st down. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one, and they keep the drive alive.
Makes the grab. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. You'll take that completion.
The Tigers have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Wants to go up top. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Tigers. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Tulane is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Sean King, and they are right back in this. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Clemson. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Making side adjustments here. Holds and fires complete to the right. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Fires to the right. Pulls it in. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. Off the play fake. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking downfield, it's Pacheco. Get it out to the supersonic guy. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
A great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Working the middle. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Wants to throw on 1st down. Starting to feel a little pressure. He'll pull it down.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Using the quick game. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Looking downfield, it's Pacheco. Fires to the big fella. Turning it on. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Now on the move at the 28-yard line on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Got room on the return. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His 2nd interception in the 1st half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
He wants to change this route. They'll start this drive with a pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Durham. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring in for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Finds his man. It's Durham. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And the Hokies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Deep shot for the end zone. This is picked off in the end zone, but the officials are saying he was out of bounds. Just an incomplete pass and a huge break for the offense.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
4th down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got it, 1st down and more. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. He'll need to put some leg in this one, a 52-yard attempt and just the right finesse to get it in from the right. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And that will extend their lead even further. That late-in-the-half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They finally get him stopped after he maneuvered his way to the 42. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Hokies will line up to kick off and start the 2nd half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Maybe a adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think then if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot. Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. To the air, it's Pacheco. He lobs one high down the left side. Into the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under and make a big play for it.
Yeah, and when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field, throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Ohio State looked dominant in a victory that was never really in question. That offense had zero problem putting up points, not unlike the days of Stroud and Fields and so many greats before them. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he'll be brought down. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
Hey, on offense, you got to know when the play's over. That one there, nowhere to go with it after he caught the football. You start trying to juke guys. You start trying to run backward. This ain't high school anymore. I mean, you used to be able to make that play years ago. You're not doing it here in big-time college football, though. Not good.
And the Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking to throw, it's Pacheco. Got his man on the outside. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
These fans touching the figurative hokey stone, doing their part to help out on third down. Fires to the middle. It's caught downfield. And they make the connection, and he's got it at the 10-yard line, set up with a red zone opportunity. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Give to the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. To the air on 2nd down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Going for 6. Touchdown LSU! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Now they find themselves behind, David. Let's see if they have an answer.
Yep, losing the lead, obviously lose a little bit of momentum, but this offense, you can gain it right back on. But let's get a drive starter going. Find some guys you know you're going to make some plays for.
So that's the challenge for them. You got to answer, right? You got to take the field here. You got to execute, be physical, and regain this lead.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Caught near the sideline, it's Barnes. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
So surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan limiting him so far. That's only his 2nd catch of the game.
Got some of the work done on 1st. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. He might want another play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Madden. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
While he was putting up big numbers coming into this one, we knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Got enough for the 1st down. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got a man. It's Durham. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. And the Hokies can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Steps away to find some room. Looking for the score. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
Most defenses are lucky if you have one good covering corner. Fewer are lucky if you have 2. They've got 3 DBs, 3 corners that can play at the same time in their nickel package that they feel can go mano-a-mano with anyone in the country. And you saw it on that last play coming away with the pick.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll try the right side. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
Sometimes in your playbook, you have run plays that are called run-it runs. You leave the play on no matter what look the defense gives you. That time the defense was blitzing, but they just kept the play on. That is an attitude-type run that you can run into any kind of look, and it paid off for him.
Buys a little extra time. He might have gotten way too greedy there, held it too long, and couldn't pull it away to avoid the loss. A play-action fake seems simple, but there are some intricacies for the quarterback.
Reese, you're right. The danger for a quarterback in play action is that you're turning your back to the defense when you're trying to execute the play fake to the running back. So you have no idea what's happening behind you. You have no presence for where that rush is coming from. All of a sudden, you whip your head back around, and oftentimes it's too late. You saw that right there.
He makes the grab. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. The Tigers will have it 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Back to throw, it's Pacheco. He lets it fly. Pulls it in on the left. Touchdown LSU! He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. Guys, LSU has the lead here. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Looks like he's going to bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Lets it fly. Snags it up the 30 and still running. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
And this offense showing off the explosiveness, the big play down the field. This is so big because what it makes defenses do to react now. Now you scare them. Now you make them drop back a little bit. So that big passing play opens up this whole offense.
The offense changing the play. Looking to throw on 1st down. Rushes on him. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
What a great response by this defense. You give up the big play. What do? You respond right back. You get upfield, get to the quarterback, get the negative play, and get the momentum right back.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Got his man. Breaks into the open. Bounced off his feet.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
They'll try to get the 1st through the air. Looking to scramble. Couldn't find anybody open, just threw it away, and that's a smart move. You want to avoid the turnover, especially in the red zone. It'll be 4th down. It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. On 4th down, looking for the completion. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And you had to. I mean, the offense had to be aggressive. You're down multiple scores. You needed to make something happen right now. You had to be aggressive. I think you had to go for it on that 4th down. Now, obviously, the game's looking like it might get out of hand.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And every coach in America has a plan for this situation. The first 4 minutes of the game, the last 4 minutes of the game. How I'm going to construct my offense. Most of the time, I got to be physical. Run the football like right here. Run that clock. Get a few first downs, and I can end this football game on offense.
Great job by the offense there, getting the first down on the ground, staying in bounds too. So if you're on defense here, you might want to start thinking about using your timeouts. You've got 3 in your back pocket, but trailing, you've got to start using them.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Oh, he's got some space. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
The Tigers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Leaves it with the back. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Great job on 1st down. Great job on 2nd down. This defense needs to come up big one more time. They got to get the stop. Big-time moment. I got to get my offense the football back.
To the air, it's Pacheco. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. They'll give it to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Unleashes one deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Well, they're not able to hook up there, but considering this guy already has 2 touchdown catches in this game, now the offensive coordinator is dialing up more passes his way. And you know the quarterback, he's got like a sonar on him. He's always aware of where he is, and I like the idea. I'm going to keep throwing this guy the football and see if he can get another touchdown.
Pulls it in. It's Rooks. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Makes a grab past the marker. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Assuming they can wrap this one up, guys, they've served notice early in the season, winning a game like this, that this passing game will have to be dealt with.
Yeah, top 10 team, too, because everybody knew the talent they had coming back on offense, the playmakers at the skill positions. And, David, we've seen it early this season. In this game, they've been throwing it all over the yard.
Yeah, but you do want to see it against good competition, so that's what's fun about today. Like, proving it against a really good team. We can talk about, you know, this guy's a star, this guy's a star. Now doing it like this on this stage, now I'm a believer.
Leaves it with the running back. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Sandman entered earlier, and now they're trying to make it go night-night on this 3rd down. To the air, it's Pacheco. Quick strike complete. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too, understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the 1st down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up 4th down.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanking the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Firing to the right, complete. Gets it out to the 22 before going out of bounds, and they are suddenly out of trouble. This quarterback has to stay calm, cool, and collected and drive his team down for a score late in the 4th. Quarterback may change this route. Looking downfield on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And the defense is smelling blood in the water at this juncture. They know the offense is going to throw it, and that's why you see these D linemen and linebackers, man, they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback, and to hit that time, help force the incompletion.
Here's the pressure. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
This defense right now is pinning their ears back with a huge lead in the 4th quarter, and you're seeing that coming off the edge. They're not even respecting run because they don't have to. They know that this opponent is going to throw the football. They're taking wider splits. They're getting up the field. They're using their speed, and that time tracking the quarterback down for a big sack.
And I love this defense coming up big late in the 4th quarter. 2 sacks in a row all over this quarterback.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. He's going to take off. And he will not get there. Pushed, shoved, and